What's up, guys? Welcome to Bobby's Bytes. I was looking through the news stories this week, and I was like, I didn't even know that I had enough material to make a show out of, but I rounded up some stuff. I rounded up some stuff, and there's some things I am interested in talking about, so here we go. Obviously, the big news story of the week is the death of Muhammad Ali. Obviously, I was not around during his time, but my father made me a Muhammad Ali fan. He bought me tapes so I could see what he was all about, and his life was just absolutely amazing, and he deserves to be immortalized in every way possible. Starting with boxing, he overcame so many challenges. He was a 7-1 underdog against the monster Sonny Liston. I mean, Sonny Liston was to boxing at that time what Brock Lesnar is to WWE right now. Like, he was a beast. His finishing maneuver, but his best punch was his jab. I mean, it doesn't get any monster than that. He was also a severe underdog against George Foreman. He had some amazing fights that I just love watching. But of course, his main battles were outside the ring, civil rights, fighting for the rights of African Americans alongside Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam. One of the videos I have is a DVD of Muhammad Ali. It's called Through the Eyes of the World. I highly recommend this DVD if you're an Ali fan. Even if you're a civil rights fan that just wants to see what it was like during that time, it's a pretty good illustration. They talked about how amazing it was that he wasn't shot, and Robert Kennedy got shot, and Martin Luther King got shot, and Malcolm X got shot. They all got killed. It was amazing that Ali was not a victim during that time. He paid a severe price over the long run, but his life is to be celebrated, and I think there's a special place for people like Muhammad Ali in heaven, and so R.I.P. champ. Brock Lesnar was given special permission by WWE to return to UFC for one fight only. This is a pretty big deal. His opponent has not been announced yet. Obviously, this was just announced a couple days ago. So obviously, WWE got something in the deal. What it is, we don't know. We know they were trying to get Ronda Rousey for a match at WrestleMania, possibly against Stephanie McMahon, which would have been very interesting. So I would hope. I was listening to the Style Monster say this, and I agree with him. If they sent Brock Lesnar to UFC for a fight, then they should be able to get Ronda Rousey for a match in wrestling. I guess that was one of Dana White's things. They didn't want Ronda in a match and possibly getting injured or whatever. But now we have Brock Lesnar being sent over for, it's combat sports. He can get injured. Doesn't matter who he's in the ring with. So it seems fair that they would send Ronda over for a match, which I think would be very awesome. So we'll just have to see how that turns out. Seth Rollins recently made his return to WWE. He said in a statement that Bret Hart's comments about him hurt his feelings. Bret the Hitman Hart is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And he had a reputation for not getting hurt that often, but he criticized Seth for not getting hurt. Or, I'm sorry, he criticized Rollins for getting hurt as a champion. As a champion, you're not supposed to allow that to happen, or whatever he said. And he also criticized him for being reckless and breaking John Cena's nose. I did see that. It was pretty grotesque. But it was an accident. It was just something that happened. It's not like Rollins has a reputation for hurting people. And on the flip side of that, I don't see Bret Hart criticizing John Cena for getting hurt. Cena's been hurt fairly often over the years. So where's the criticism for Cena on that? But whatever, it is what it is. Bret's a legend. Bret has a right to his opinion, but why is it everything he says lately is so negative? I just don't get it. But Seth's back. He's a great wrestler. I'm looking forward to his match with Reigns at Money in the Bank, so we're going to see how that turns out. But Bret Hart needs to take a chill pill and he needs a happy pill or something. I don't know.
Happy, 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 happy. I'm so happy today.
Ohio prosecutor to decide on charges for the Cincinnati Zoo. I really, really hope nothing comes out of this. I mean, fucking seriously, this thing has been out of control since the very beginning. People are calling for the murder of Harambe the gorilla. People are calling for charges against the mother. I mean, I swear to God, America needs to get sand out of their fucking vagina. This is getting ridiculous.
It's not funny. Get out if you're gonna continue to laugh and make fun of me. I'm tired of it.
If we charge this mother for what happened, then, you know, the next time we're out talking with a group of friends and we have our kids around us, kids get away for a split second and get into the road and get hit by a car, you're going to get charged. Trust me, we all pray that stuff like this doesn't happen with our kids. It's like my biggest fear in the entire world. But the bottom line is, it happens. Kids get away. It doesn't matter how good a parent you are. It doesn't matter. Kids will get away. They're quick. They're sneaky. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate with the parent and the kid. It's very unfortunate for the gorilla. I was very unhappy to see that. But, you know, I don't think charges should be brought against the zoo because they waited 10 minutes to see what was going to happen. It's not like as soon as the kid fell into the pit, they shot the gorilla and killed him. You know, they waited for 10 minutes, and then when the situation they felt got too hot and heavy, they shot the gorilla to save the child. And I think it's just one of those things that if everyone would just shut up about it, it would just go away. But, and, you know, on the flip side, here I am talking about it, so. Happy news story of the week, courtesy of goodnewsnetwork.org, which is a great site to go to if you want to see happy, heartwarming news stories as opposed to the doom and gloom that you get in the regular news. 7-year-old Hayden Trigg was born with spina bifida. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's probably not pronounced right. Spina bifida and cerebral
This guy sucks.
It's too many syllables. Hayden Trigg was born with spina bifida and cerebral palsy. As you can imagine, that made playing with children very difficult. And I have to imagine, I mean, it's hard not only for the child, but for the parents to watch their children going through this. They can't play like other kids can play. They run around with balls or whatever. Obviously, he couldn't do that. But, I mean, what does any 7-year-old boy want? They want a fucking treehouse. You know, my stepson just built one in the backyard. It's enormous. The Make-A-Wish Foundation got involved, and they contacted I believe a local builder or whatever in the area, and they built a wheelchair accessible treehouse for him. And I think this is amazing. It's a very cool thing for the Make-A-Wish to do, and a very cool thing for the builders to do. They had a ribbon cutting ceremony, and Hayden invited his entire first grade class to the ribbon cutting. So that was really, really cool. Very, very nice thing to see. Very heartwarming. So yeah, I think the mother said he was probably going to be the most popular kid in school, as he should be. So, you know, that's awesome. That's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. The Roar of a Dragon is still available on the Rowan Vale Books website, so check it out. You can also check it out on Goodreads.com. See the description and the ratings and stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, it's Bobby's World, and you're all just living in it. CLC for life, y'all. Bye!